So did you know that in a recent Forbes study, 3 out of 5 people report spending more time with their technology, with their smart device, computer, whatever, instead of their partner? And most people, what is it, like more than half of people spend more time on their phone or computer than they do sleeping, right? So more than 8 hours a day. Now, okay, for some people like me, it's kind of a necessity. I work full time, doing support for a software company. Not only that, but I'm doing location independent. Um, but the point is, and there's a lot more. I just read this article, and I'm going to link to that below. The point is, we really should just sometimes take a deep breath and take a little tech detox, right? And I have to admit, I'm guilty of this just as much as anyone else. This article goes into more examples like, the mother is pushing the shopping cart around on their phone, ignoring their kids. And, at the dinner table, or not even at the dinner table, people are just like mindlessly like shoving chips into their mouth while they're on the computer, while they're texting, and not really focusing on the food, not being conscious of the food. And you don't really, and when you think about it, again, I'm guilty as much as anyone else, but you don't, I'm sitting on my knees, you don't really enjoy it, and you don't really notice the flavors as much when you're doing that. And that can be applied to like not just food, but anything, right? When you're like with someone and you're kind of like half talking to them, or you're half answering their questions, but you're also like on your phone, like, yeah, and you're like also, you're not present in the conversation. So take this challenge with me. Small steps, okay? You don't have to be like, I'm gonna quit technology for a year. Unless you like take a hike in the woods, it's basically impossible. But you can take small steps, like this article again suggests, buying one of those old school cheap alarm clocks and setting an alarm there, and then that way you can have your iPhone or whatever, your phone outside your room, and bedtime, maybe an hour before bed, just read a book. It's so old-fashioned, I know, but those kind of things, just like little by little, and it goes into a few other examples, but little by little, just and notice the differences in your life. And I think I'm going to make a follow-up video to this, maybe in a few weeks, maybe in a month, but I'm going to take some small steps like that, and I will report back how that goes. And feel free to do the same and comment below. I would love to hear from you. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you like that kind of just chill mentality, right? It's that minimalist mixed with... one more thing I want to say is that I think that also helps, because when you are, and this just occurred to me, when you are then on your technology, right? Let's say you're doing your little detox and you're just giving more conscious thought to everything you do, whether you're on technology or not. When you are using your phone, you are using your computer, you know that it has to be more of a focused time, and because you have less of it, right? Because you also want to have time for reading a book, spending time with actual people in real life, and doing these other activities without technology. So you really appreciate and can engage in everything a lot more, whether it's technology or not, than you would just like, okay, I'm going to be on technology all the time, and yeah, I'll multitask everything else the rest of my life simultaneously. Right? You get what I'm saying. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned to see how this little experiment goes. See you guys in the next video.